I survived 100 days in Minecraft 1 block. So you start with this 1 grass block, you have to mine it and get other blocks. And throughout this challenge, we're going to be fighting different mobs, doing different levels, and seeing where we can get in 1 block. This is on Bedrock Edition. Most people play 1 block Skyblock on Minecraft Java Edition, but we're doing it differently here on Bedrock Edition. So we got our first chest here. What do we get out of this? We got some apples and an oak sapling, which is going to be handy. Let's continue and break this chest and see what else we can obtain. So the aim is really to get started, to get some woods and basic resources. And then I want to build up an island because there's no point in rushing through this. We've got 100 days. We might as well use it to our advantage. Did we already lose a chicken? Wow. Does it really hate me that much that it spawns in with an island with me and its first thought is let's jump off? But I guess we also need to try and make this a little bit safer then for the mobs as well. We need to remember which block is the magical block that can give you unlimited blocks. Otherwise, we might run into a bit of an issue. I thought I fell off the edge then. Okay, there's a chest. What do we have this time? Oh, a water bucket. That's actually really handy. Okay, let's keep the chest there for a second. So I do think it would be a smart idea to place a block underneath the blocks so that we don't have to worry about like blocks falling off. I think actually it might be easier if we place this to the side. So let's grab this. Place this right here. And now if we can go down, hopefully without falling off, we can like place a block underneath the chest. I think the chest might be a difficult block to do this with. Will it work? Hey, we did it. There's now a block underneath the chest. Okay, let's break the chest here and continue going. We got more dirt. I think most of this level is just going to be dirt and wood and stuff, maybe another chest or two. So basically the way 1 block works is you level up the 1 block. So eventually this will spawn mobs and like... Okay, but I think we need to prioritize getting an area for the mobs to not actually just fall off. Okay, so we're going to make some planks and a crafting table. Let's place the crafting table next to our block right here and then make some slabs. I really hope we do get more mobs and stuff and we haven't just wasted our only cow. I think it was a cow. I didn't even get a chance to see, to be honest with you. That's how quickly it was trying to jump off the edge. So this is just a random 1 block map I found online, by the way, if you want to download it for yourself. You can go to any of the major download sites. I got this off CurseForge. Type in 1 block and it's the one with the most downloads, or at least the one that comes up first. Okay, that's all the wood we have, so I guess we got to get back to mining. Oh, we got our first bit of birch wood. That's interesting. Is that a block that we need a pickaxe for? I think so. Hold on, let's try and see if we can make one. You know, because I might be a bit stupid and just wasted all my logs on slabs. I've got to be better at, like, preserving my resources. Why did I make so many sticks? I've got to be careful. I could have got myself in a bit of a sticky situation. Well, we're getting some different blocks here now. Some clay. Obviously, we got the bone block, pumpkins. This is interesting. Wait, there's a chicken? Did it survive? We need like a little farm area for the different animals. We haven't really got resources for that yet, though. Guys, comment below. What do we name the chicken? I mean, let's be honest. It's probably not going to survive. But what do we name it? Pick a name for it. I didn't mean to almost push you off the edge. We've got like a whole zoo forming on our island. And yes, I'm mining a log with a pickaxe. Sue me. Hello? How's it going? Okay, that's actually really worth protecting. How much wood do we have now? Do we have enough to start, like, making other stuff? I guess our plan for now should be just make one area for all the mobs, and then eventually we'll make, like, separate pens for each kind. I want to keep this organized. I don't just want to focus on mining the block. This is the main mob I want to, like, survive. I've noticed it's starting to get dark, which scares me a little bit. Are mobs going to spawn on here? Because if so, I think we're going to be screwed. Okay, my pickaxe broke. This is probably why you shouldn't mine logs with a pickaxe. It's fine, we've got plenty of wood, let's just make a new one. I'm pretty scared about this mushroom. I think maybe that should be our priority. Let's give up on mining for like a little bit and try get the mushroom to be safe. Okay, if we just place oak slabs around the edge of this and then get ourselves fences, they're probably going to have to be made out of birch because we haven't got enough oak right now. Oh, we have a barrel? Wait, we have stone tools? Okay, stone sword, pickaxe, and axe. That's going to make our life so much easier. We also have bone meal, which I know we had bone blocks, but I completely forgot to use that a second ago. Why don't we just bone meal the trees? Perfect. Now we shouldn't have an issue with wood. Don't tell me I just crafted fence gates. I just want to jump off the edge. Hang on, where did the cow even go? Did it jump off the edge? Oh, after all that, we lost it anyway? Comment an F in the comments for the mushroom cow. It'll be missed. I know that's a goat, but the mushroom cow would have really been the goat. Greatest of all time. I hope we can still get food. Is a zombie horse dying? We're just dropping animals here, left, right, and centre. I don't know if this is actually any use though, so I think it might be best if we let this one go. We can't save them all. Even when I try, I clearly can't. I hope we get another mushroom cow. Rest in peace, horsey. Wow, it's back. That wasn't very long. For our little house and storage area, I would say we'll do that straight ahead here. Is this far away enough from over there? Probably, right? Literally all we need for now is just some chests. After mining some wood for a little while, we have enough to expand the island. Honestly, no need for anything fancy right now. We can expand this in the future. We probably won't even organize it. Right, what do we have to put in here? Oh, we have an armor trim. That's nice. So we have stone, but no cobblestone. So why don't we place this and then mine it and make a furnace? Let's place a crafting table right here. Craft a furnace. And place it opposite. Okay, we can now mine this chest. Grab all of the stuff from it and put it into one of these chests. We will eventually have an organized storage area too. Maybe here, maybe somewhere else. I don't know how many items you can get in this game, but I don't know if it's going to be a bit overwhelming to try, like, keep and sort everything. And if we should just prioritize on certain items. It's getting dark, but my work's never done. Let's try and finish off this fence. Perfect. Ooh. I really want to save this. Hold up. No, look, go this way, please. I don't want to push it off the edge either. We haven't got leads yet or anything. Will you please go in there? It'll make me so happy if you do. Hey, perfect. An axolotl? Sorry, that's not an axolotl. Armadillo, I mean. This is how little I use these features. Ooh, we got another mushroom one. Can I lock this in here? Then if we break that, hopefully the mushroom just eventually goes in. Then we can place that fence back down and break this. Right, I think we need to make an executive decision. Let's focus on sheeps and mushrooms. Because ultimately, what do we need that we can't get from them, from pigs or chickens? I mean, we've got one chicken in there, so we can always throw the eggs and hope to get more. But I think they're the two animals we should mainly focus on. For wool and also for leather. And food. Spruce sapling? Hey! I kind of want to make the grass grow from over here to over there. I know everyone's going to see this as a waste of grass, but I think it will look so much more pretty. And don't the sheep need it anyway to be able to regrow their wool? Okay, I think we hit the next level, so we need to wait for it. Hey! We hit the next level. I think it does say in chat and stuff what's in each level, but I'm just going to not read that and just find out as we go along. I think oh no, we have mobs. We have mobs. We have mobs. I think we're going to start to try and get like quite a lot of loot now, which is good. We also need to start thinking about eating though. Right, I'm going to make a shield just to be on the safe side. So we put coal in here and iron in here, and we'll wait for that to smelt. In the meantime, we can get back to mining, of course. Why is there random fence posts? I guess that's so you can like do the fences over there. I've never seen Java oneblock. I'm not sure if there's like one map that everybody plays and if the Bedrock one's based off this. Like, this is the Bedrock edition, but is the Bedrock one based off a really popular Java one? Or is like every one block different? Okay, we have more potatoes, iron. Oh, we have a shield. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Spider! Okay, I think that won't attack us unless we attack it. Do we want to attack it? Yeah, I guess so. Fall off, spider! Wait, we're already on the next level? Is that what that means? Is that Bedrock? Oh no, it's not Bedrock. Never mind. This is what I'm really scared of, skeletons or creepers. We survived that one. Is that also a skeleton? It is. I'm going to keep mining the block until we get enough iron for iron armor and iron tools. I thought that cow was a dangerous mob or something, but no, it's just a cow. All they'll do is moo. What's in this magical chest? Oh, iron. That's actually really useful. We need that. Wait, where did I get an iron sword from? I mean, I'm not going to complain, but I didn't know we had one of them. Chain helmet. Don't mind if I do. And we'll take the emeralds as well. Why not? Wait, did I miss a chest or something? Because why do I have a lava bucket as well? Oh, and an iron axe. Okay, I must have definitely missed a chest because I didn't even notice I had an iron pickaxe. Okay, so we've hit the next level, so we need to wait for that. In the meantime, let's smelt this. I think it's also time to craft shears. Shear the sheep. I really don't want to accidentally shear one of the mushrooms though. I know you're probably screaming that I should have made a bed right now, but I really want to make an easy way in and out of this so that we can breed the mobs easier. Can I please actually place this on the fence though? That'd be kind of handy. We also leveled up so we can start going again. There you go, zombie defeated. Zombies are like fairly easy to defeat. I mean, obviously they can hit you back and stuff, but other than that, there's not really like a huge threat. Unless you're like really low on health. And you can always knock them back. It's like skeletons that are a bit scary. Obviously we have the shield, and then creepers are like the really bad one. They're shooting me like crazy. Get off the edge. It's a new day. Let's keep mining. Oh, creeper. Don't tell me the chest. Did the chest blow up? Okay, at least we now know there's creepers in here, but how do we avoid them? Wait, I think our chests are fine. That's good, at least. Maybe we need something that's not going to explode as easily? The problem is, creepers, like, spawn in and then blow up so quickly. I just need to pay way more attention now. Slime? And that wasn't even the kind of slime that can get millions of views on YouTube. I really thought that was a creeper there. Every time the sound goes off, I get scared. Axolotl? Let's put, like, iron and gold and stuff in this chest. Anything valuable can go in here. We have the supplies now to make a farm. Maybe we do that next time a creeper explodes. Or just if I want to. What was that? Oh, it's a chest. Why do they make, like, mob sounds? Jacket potato, smithing template, and amethyst. Ah, it's a different colour armadillo. Not armadillo. I've never got confused between armadillos and axolotls before until today. I've also not ever accidentally broken so many crafting tables. And half these items that we're getting I never use either. Think it would probably be smart to light up the area again just so we can see where we're going in the dark. Can we walk around here or is this dangerous? I think we're good. Let's place torches on the fence post. Is that a diamond? Bounce. Is that lava? How do I get rid of it? I mean, that's going to make obsidian, which is going to take a long time to mine. I'll see you guys in about half an hour when we've mined this block. Okay, I was joking, but that actually took like 30 seconds, if not a minute or so. Diamonds. We have bottles of enchanting. And a saddle. Is that a baby zombie? Oh, wait, the grass isn't growing anymore. Wait, does that mean sheep can't regrow their wool? No, have I no longer got any grass? Let's start working on a little farm area. Maybe oak trees all the way along here, and a couple of birch ones along here. Then from here, maybe we do a farm in this direction. This will probably do as the size for now. We can always expand it later. So dirt goes here. We'll just water in the middle, stretch all the way along. I'm not sure, but we'll give it a go. Let's just plant wheat for now, because that's the most important thing. We do also have pumpkins, but I don't really know what we'll do with them. If we need them for, like, villagers or something, then we can, like, make a pumpkin farm. Our trees have already started to grow. That's good. Let's mine these. Okay, I think this is looking pretty good. Let's then work in an infinite fuel area. So I'm going to go down here, then to the side of the cobblestone area, and let's build it right here. I need to make sure that there's no wood nearby because it could get burnt. But ideally, I'd like to do glass for the top bit, but we obviously don't have any right now, so we're going to use cobblestone instead. We're going to put a lava in here and then pointed dripstone underneath, just like that. Then let's make some cauldrons. Let's just do 2 for now because we only have enough lava for 1 anyway. Chuck these here. And now the lava should flow into this cauldron. Once we get enough, we'll put lava into this cauldron too, and then these ones as well. Okay, skeletons can spawn up here, so we need to be a bit careful. Maybe we get rid of one of these and put a light here instead. How about right here? So I don't know if I can get wool because they won't regrow, but hopefully if we breed more sheep, they'll eventually grow up into ones with wool. It's the start of day 5, and I feel like we're really getting into a groove. Mining some blocks, hitting some mobs, or trying to, emptying our inventory, smelting ores, opening chests, and mining trees and crops. I decided it would be a smart idea to add water dotted around the island in case we fall off so we can climb back up. So I'm going to place some here and dotted around the place. You never know when a creeper or skeleton might knock you off. I did not deliberately just jump off then, but this is literally proof as to why we need the water streams. As we're in the cold biome, we are getting different cold variants of mobs. However, I don't think we need different types of the same mobs, so I'm just going to focus on the normal ones. I mean, we're getting so much food and stuff anyway. Do we even need the mobs for anything, really? And plus, we have the farm now. I mean, I'm not going to deliberately knock off any of the mobs, but I'm also not going to try and, like, collect them or anything. It's not Pokemon. You haven't got to catch them all. Oh, we have melons now. I guess we can make a melon farm. And a brewing stand. Let's place this here. It's day 6, and I think it's finally time for us to upgrade to iron armor. Let's put this on and take off a chainmail. But let's put the chainmail, or at least what's left of it, on an armor stand so we can remember it forever. We got a carved pumpkin in the chest. You know what that means. Snow farm. Do we need a snow farm? No. Are we going to have a snow farm? Absolutely yes. Will we ever use a snow farm? No. Will I tear down the snow farm because it's kind of ugly? Yeah, probably. Let's share the sheep. And now finally we can craft a bed. This is going to make the 100 days way easier. Okay, we hit the next level. Finally, we're out of the snow one. I'm not sure how much of the mining you guys actually see because I'm trying to keep this from being too repetitive. However, it felt like that one lasted forever. I really think we need a larger tree area because we're just not getting enough oak wood to be able to expand the island quick enough. So maybe we build more over in this direction. I kind of want to keep an area over there though in case we want other farms. So let's make the trees go this way maybe. I'm assuming you can place saplings on rooted dirt. Maybe we need to check actually before we build too much. Perfect, we can. So let's move any of the oak saplings over to the new oak area. We'll mine the spruce tree. And then where the oak used to be, we can now put spruce. And then once we eventually get more saplings, if we do, we can plant them over there, or over here. I think this might be the first day where I've not even touched a mine. I know it might seem like we've not really done much, but getting a stable supply of wood is going to be massive for when it comes to like building a house and the future of this playthrough. But for now, it's time to sleep and then rise and mine. Did the block underneath our block get broken? Think so. Let's maybe place another one because it looks like this is desert themed and we might get some sand. We really need blocks around the block that can't be breakable so that like I can just like spam mine. Oh, sand! Did a cactus just spawn on the block? Interesting. I think the game is really trying to give us a hint right now. So let's build a cactus farm. I mean, it'd be rude not to. A creeper's probably just going to blow it up anyway, but it's worth a try. I wanted to build it a block down, but without like messing about with water, I don't really know how to get down another block. So we'll just build it here for now and improve it in the future. Or probably never. Look, at least I'm being realistic here. Ooh, fortune. And we've also got some bottles of enchanting, so let's use them. It's a shame we haven't got enough to actually use the fortune or any enchantments or anything. I think grinding XP will take quite a while. I don't really know why we'd need any like horses, camels or anything, because we realistically can't use them because we don't have the space anyway, so I'm just not going to bother. But the game keeps giving me saddles, so I feel like it wants me to use them. Ooh, we have a skeleton spawner. That's actually really cool. So wait, how do I use this? Do I just build like a building like you would for a survival mob farm? I think I'm going to worry about this later and just put this in this chest for now. But we did also get sugarcane, which we can grow real quick. Okay, so we built the sand. Let's do the water. And the sugarcane farm is complete. Hey, we got some lava. Let's start filling up the rest of this. This is a pretty good chest. Let's break it and pick everything up. Our first normal camel, not a zombie one. I really don't know what to build my house out of. I could use spruce, sandstone. But yeah, we could use oak, we could use birch. It probably would make sense to use something renewable, like a wood type. But at the same time, I kind of want something fancy to show that we have the materials for it. We just got suspicious sand from this chest, but I don't really know what to do with it, because I don't think if you place it down and brush it, anything will happen. Is the game just telling me that something suspicious is coming? We just hit a new level, so I guess it's time to sleep and rise up on day 10. We're now 10% of the way through these 100 days. I can't believe how far we've come, but we've not even scratched the surface yet. Okay, so somehow my screen didn't record. I don't know for how long for, so let me just do a bit of a summary of what we've been up to. So to begin with, I built a cobblestone generator. I then continued to mine, and we got jungle saplings and bamboo. So I mined this block right here, which is currently a chest, but we planted some jungle saplings here, and then we also planted some bamboo over here as well. So the bamboo's right here. This is actually growing quite nicely, which is awesome. Let's actually harvest a little bit, and we'll plant a little bit more. But yeah, we're just basically farming resources a little bit, and then I'm going to continue to mine the block. I also have a decent amount of diamonds now, so I don't know if we need to make more like diamond tools, armor, pickaxes, or anything like that. But honestly, it's so nice to have infinite blocks. Okay, we're back to recording now. I could have bored you with a bunch of yapping with just a blank screen, but we're back to real time. So we have cocoa beans in here, which is awesome. It's one of the things that you always grow in Minecraft, but you never actually use. But we'll hang on to them for now and probably grow them. Maybe we'll wait for the jungle wood to grow a little. Wait, is the jungle wood already growing? That was quick. Okay, never mind. Maybe we can plant them right now then. Let's harvest this, and then we'll plant some cocoa beans. Awesome. Hopefully these will grow. They do look really pretty, so it's good to have around at least. Yo, diamonds, obsidian, bookshelf, and some more sugarcane. I don't know what this is hinting at. Does anyone have any ideas? I'm going to just take a risk, though, and hope that it gives me bookshelves eventually, because I don't really want to have to breed all the cows or get all the sugarcane. Obviously, if it doesn't within like a couple of days, we'll probably start working on that though, because an enchantment table would be nice to have. I don't really want to enchant anything less than diamond anyway though. Oh, it's a panda. No one tell anyone about that. I didn't realize until I'd already knocked it off the edge. Chest. Oh, iron sword. I mean, we don't need one because we already have one, but we'll take it. And we got some gold, some lapis, and some emerald. Or did I mean iron? I genuinely can't remember. Iron pickaxe. We don't really need this because we use diamond ones now. But the iron ingots is always handy. What was that? Is that a phantom? I think we should sleep. We're getting so many different blocks here, but I don't even know if it's worth collecting them all, to be honest. But we have just completed another level, which is awesome. But we've basically collected everything we've got so far, or at least the majority, as you can see. And I'm not sure how sustainable this is, or even how many more levels we have to go. Whilst we wait for the next level, I'm going to chop down some trees. Ooh, there's a wandering trader. Does it have anything useful, I wonder? I mean, probably not. It doesn't usually. There's dark oak saplings, but we'll probably get these eventually anyway, so... there's only one thing to do. Goodbye, wandering trader! We're finally starting to have a decent amount of oak wood so that I don't have to use random slabs everywhere and make it look super ugly. We can use different blocks as a design choice rather than because we have to. I've not found any mobs in a while. Ooh, acacia saplings. I doubt I'm even going to use them though, so we'll just store them in the wood chest. I mean, if we run out of saplings anyway, the wandering trader should eventually sell them now that we know they exist. But I don't see myself using acacia or probably even jungle wood much, to be honest. Maybe we'll eventually add it just for decoration, but for now, let's focus on mining. Okay, mobs do still exist. I told you there'd be a creeper soon. Okay, it's lightning. I think that's my sign to sleep. Honestly, it's always raining at the moment in Minecraft. I don't know what happened. Did it move to the UK or something? We really need more of a renewable food source, so maybe we need to focus more on the farm. It's so hard to know what to prioritize here because we only have a limited amount of time in each day. And even though 100 days is a long time, I still want to progress and do something every day rather than just sit around and mine crops or trees. But what do I want to prioritize and what do I want to focus on? Let's breed the cows, mushrooms, and sheep. I think if we can breed enough cows to get some leather, it might be worth crafting a bundle. Oh, golden carrots. Phew, I really needed some more food sometime soon. Potion of strength is also pretty cool. Oh, what's that? Horses, I think. They scared me. It's like multiple spawned at once. I thought it was something attacking me and swarming towards me. This chest has a lot of stuff in it, but most of it's just going to take up inventory space. A part of me is like, oh, I should still pick up every single item because otherwise a creeper is going to explode or it's going to despawn. But I generally think half these blocks I have no use for and probably never will. It seems like it gives you most of the useful stuff that you actually need in the chests. So... maybe we just focus on that. But then I don't know. It would be nice to collect like everything that we've got through the world. Wait, we have a mending book? When did we get that? I think that needs to go in our valuables chest. Perfect. That can go in there. Maybe put some of our iron in there as well. And let's smelt some of the other iron and stuff that we have. This is the only downside of waiting a bit to empty your inventory. I literally just emptied it and it was already full again as soon as I came over here. Okay, we hit a new level. New level unlocked. So what are we going to get this? Is this water themed? Because the sea lanterns? If I had to guess, that's probably what it is. Hopefully there's no guardians though. Or elder guardians. But yeah, exactly what we needed. More clutter of random blocks that we're never going to build out of. Prismarine is one of those blocks in survival Minecraft that I would love to use. But it's just so expensive if you don't have like a farm. Okay, we are getting water mobs because that's a Nautilus. I feel like this is going to be a really annoying level to clear just because we're going to keep getting water and have to like block it up and stuff. Turtle! What are we going to get next? A dolphin? I mean, we've already had axolotls. Drowned. Your guess is as good as mine. We did get a chest, though. Diamonds. We're getting a lot of diamonds here. Sea pickles. This is actually like an interesting chest because it's a lot of stuff we haven't previously had or like we've only just started to get. The game is really starting to hand me a lot of diamonds, though, so maybe it's giving me a sign. Hopefully there's not a boss or something spawn out of the block eventually. Or not anytime soon, at least. Honestly, it's a good thing I don't have a webcam because I must look so scared whenever a creeper comes. So I can only imagine how scared I'll be at bosses. Don't destroy my beautiful island. We've worked hard on this. How much lapis does this game think I'm going to need? I'm not sure we've actually got a hostile mob once yet in the water section. They must still exist though, surely. Why do we have empty maps? Oh, we have fishing enchantments though. Building a fishing area could be a fun project. As predicted, this level ain't even that difficult. It's just the fact that there's water constantly. I have to mine like so slowly as I have to keep blocking it up. I mean, at least it's an easy solution. I don't need to like use a bucket or sponge every time to drain it. But even still, it's taking some time. Glow squids. They just look so cool. A lot of people hate glow squids and the fact they won their year's mob vote a couple of years ago. Probably like 5 years ago now. Time moves so fast. But I honestly think they're really cool, and I really like glow ink signs. However, I mean, that one did die from not being in water, so... yeah, it could have had a happier life. But, like, imagine if they made armor trims be able to be glowable by, like, combining them with ink sacs, like the glow ink sacs. That'd be really cool. There's so much more they could do with it. Okay, we have food now. Phew. That's the problem with a lot of Minecraft updates, though, recently. Like, they add great mechanics, but they just all feel like they're missing something. You know, 1 or 2 uses for the mechanics or whatever. A lot of the features feel like one-dimensional. Like, they have one use that's very specific, as opposed to lots of uses that you can use in your own ways. Okay, This is what I didn't want. Luckily, we knocked it off the edge. Oh, I have mining fatigue. Look how slow it is to mine this block, and I'm not even sure it's the right one. You know what? Let's just sleep for now. Oh, wait, I just thought of an idea. What if we drink milk? Will that make the effect go away? I think so. Perfect. Honestly, that was like an 100 IQ play from me. Probably not to most of you guys, but I was impressed that I remembered to do that. So I must have missed a chest, but we got a trident and a loyalty book. These water streams have saved my life so many times. I mean, to be fair, the most common way I die in normal Minecraft is usually through walking into caves or off the side of cliffs. I wonder if you could connect a hopper to this to make it automatically collect the items. The only thing is a creeper will probably explode that, so maybe it's a waste of iron, at least for now. Another Elder Guardian, you know what that means. Time for another glass of milk. I've heard it's good for your bones though. Basically, the entirety of underneath of the island is now covered in water, because whenever I'm getting water, I'm just picking it up in a bucket and placing it down and waterlogging one of the slabs for it to flow underneath, just like this. Even the particles from the glow squid when it's dying is really cool. Sleepy time. And we're finally done with the water level. It's day 17 and I think it's about time we make an automatic furnace to easily be able to smelt all the ores. So I'm going to start off by placing down a chest with a hopper on top, a furnace on top of that, with another hopper and another chest. Then to the side of the furnace, place a hopper and a chest on top, and then build some stairs to be able to easily access the top and bottom chests. All we need to do now is test if this works. So let's place some iron at the top and fuel in the chest to the sides. And as you can see, this starts burning and the iron gets deposited into this chest. I then crafted some buckets and cauldrons and expanded the lava source. And now it's time to get back to mining on the next level. Is that creaking? I know we had it with a cactus too, but it's really interesting that the block can spawn another block on top of it. For example, the creaking heart be the bottom block and pale oak wood be on top. Jeez, how many creakings are we going to get? Oh, we got a bundle. That's going to be huge. Okay, let's put anything that we have one or two of in here for now. We're getting much more of a variety of mobs now. I swear that creaking just turned at night, but it must not have. I must have just been mining for so long that I was in a zone of mining. Next level though. It's day 20, so we're a fifth of the way through this challenge. I really just want to try and get through as many of these blocks as possible. I'm not sure if it goes on forever, if it's infinite, or if it just like loops or anything, but I'd like to see what we can get, and then we can start trying to expand the island and do other cool stuff. So it's probably another day of mostly mining. This appears to be a cherry blossom biome themed one because we're getting cherry wood, which is awesome, and I'm sure there's new mobs to challenge us as well. Ooh, a sniffer. The feature that has really pretty plants, but no one actually ever uses because you have to get it through archaeology and using brushes and stuff. Can you move out of the way of my block, please? Thank you. There's something so relaxing about mining cobblestone. Just taking a very short break from mining the block to be able to have more space to store stuff as the chests are getting pretty full. This will probably do for now, double the storage to what we previously had. If only there's a way to double my inventory size as well. We now have mangrove propagals and cherry trees. I think I actually want to plant one of the cherry trees just because they look really beautiful, and it's a wood type that I might actually build out of. But where is the question? Maybe just here for now, and then we can worry about where to actually put it later or decorate this area. Ah, there's a frog. I don't want to get poisoned. Okay, we should be good. Time for another new level. This is the first chest we've got in a while, and it's quite an interesting one, to be honest. Dark oak saplings, firework rockets, enchanted books, saddles, goat horns, gunpowder, and balls of enchanting. A witch. Get off the edge. Wait, and then a normal villager? That's an interesting one. I mean, villagers that sell maps, I doubt are useful, because I don't know if you've noticed, but we're in the sky and there's nothing below, above, or to the side of us. Why do we have a white banner? Feels like a really random thing in a chest. There's also a crossbow, but I'm not really very good with those, so I'm not sure I'm going to use it. Leave me alone. How many of these spawned? This block is kind of getting deadly now. Where'd he go? Is he there? Was that the evoker? Or whatever those mobs are called. You can tell I've never really been to woodland mansions. They're just so rare. Wait, it must still be alive. Did I knock off the villager by mistake or something? I swear I just got poisoned. No, the villager's there. I'm now going to be paranoid. Wait, there's things in the sky? But what's spawning them? A totem? That's actually really useful. Especially with the vexes around. As much as I'm terrible with crossbows, maybe it's worth using them. Just to try and shoot the things out the sky. Okay, everything's getting a bit too strong. I think we need to do some preparations. It's time for diamond armor and a diamond sword. This is a giant oak tree. They're such a pain to chop down, but at least you get a lot of wood. Plus, it's a little bit easier now with my new diamond axe. It's like the logs are playing hide and seek with you, though. Another day, another lot of useless trades from the Wandering Trader. there. I did not mean to attack the iron golem. It knocked me up to a tree though, so at least I can easily defeat it, but I should have kept it to protect villagers and mobs. Is that a charged creeper? Ooh, an anvil. Nice. And the next level unlocked. Okay, this appears to be a Nether level. I think before we start this, we need to build a house that's not going to get blown up by ghasts, blazes, or any other fire mobs, if there are any. It's time for the cobblestone revolution. Is a villager really going to sleep in my bed? It's mine. Okay, so here's my crazy plan to stop explosions. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I'm going to try and build a box around the one block. So if we make this out of cobblestone, then hopefully it won't be exploded by ghasts. Although I'm not sure if they're just going to glitch out of the box and destroy the island anyway. But at least it should stop blazes setting everything on fire. So this is the size of the box complete. Now we just need to build it higher. But first, let's sleep. And we're now a quarter of the way through the 100 days. I don't know if this is a good or bad plan because... yeah, it might stop blazes from being able to burn everything, but also means we can't knock back other mobs to get them off the edge, which is how we've been mainly defeating them up till this point. I'm not sure if it'll work for ghasts or not. Hopefully it does, though. There's a hole over here, so let's make sure we fill that in. We don't want any holes. We also need to make sure we do the floor and a ceiling as well. We need a lot of cobblestone for this. We've done the roof, the walls, and now just the floor to go. Let's hope mobs can't glitch out of slabs. Yay, the box is complete. Hoglin, is that what it's called? I think so, right? Jeez, that's strong. Should I be wearing gold armor during this section? Okay, ghast. At least we know that the cobblestone box works, but I think I might be dead. Okay, the ghast is dead. Phew. Blaze. Perfect. Ancient debris. Endermoon, I looked it in the eyes by mistake. Magma cube. Get out of here. Another one. Wait, these are tipped arrows, but what are they tipped with? With a skeleton skulls. A netherite upgrade template. We even have the happy ghast. What happened to my valuables chest? Oh, it had everything in. Did it get exploded or something? Let's make a new valuables chest right here for now. I had plans for the skeleton spawner and all the other valuables. And I lost so many diamonds and iron. Is that a piglin brute? Wait, did they disable your shields or something? Why is my shield not working? I don't really go to bastions. They're strong, though. The Nether level is complete. That's honestly the most difficult level so far. I'm probably going to let the majority of the stuff just despawn because I don't think I'm going to be building out of many of the Nether blocks anyway. We hit level 30? When did that happen? Also, it looks like the copper age has started. Do we even still need this cobblestone box? Because it looks kind of ugly. Either we need to decorate it or just get rid of it. But then what if future levels have explosive stuff again, like ghasts? Or maybe even the ender dragon or wither, if that's possible. Okay, there's breezes. Get away! We don't really have lava, right? Are we realistically going to ever use the striders? I think these are just getting on my nerves, so... goodbye. I don't hate tough bricks, but the problem is we just don't have enough of them to actually be able to use them. There isn't any point of getting them at all. I would empty my inventory into chests, but we're getting so many variants of the same or similar block that... it's just going to get full up straight away again. A heavy core? Again, we could get decorated pots, but do we need them? It is interesting the way they've designed these levels because the Nether one definitely seemed more difficult than the trial chamber one. Hey, level over. Look at this beautiful sunset. I wonder what the next level's going to be. What do we have left? There's going to be an end one, probably. But what other, like, biomes or things have we not seen yet? It feels so nice to see daylight for a bit. And back into the prison we go. Is this an ancient city level? Please tell me the Warden's not going to spawn. What do you even break this with? Calibrated skulk sensor? Oh, it's a yellow axolotl. It feels like it's been ages since we've seen axolotls. Okay, a creeper exploded. I guess we got to go back to mining cobblestone. The thing is, we can probably get away without it being cobblestone now or just being open again, but I know the moment I decide to do that, we're going to get ghasts or something else even worse. Or blazes, because the majority of the base is still made out of wood. It's time to improve the island. To begin with, we separated the sheep and the cows and mushrooms into two different sides, and then began to expand both sides. I know these aren't even, however, the sheep are going to be used a lot less than the cows. We then added fence gates and opened up the middle to allow the mobs to expand to their new areas. I then realised how dumb I was and that I didn't block off one of the sides, but it was a fairly easy fix. After fighting with the mobs, they ended up swapping sides, but now at least they are fully trapped in here. Let's then add a walkway around the edge, light it up, and then add water in case I fall off, which I totally haven't already done like 50 times throughout this challenge. And I'm sure 50 more before the end. Everything's starting to feel a little bit small and claustrophobic, so let's expand the island, starting with some more chests, and then removing these existing ones to allow for a wider and more open pathway to be created. I placed barrels near the farm to allow for wheat and mob drops to be stored in to easily be able to breed them and share them. I also decided it was time to get rid of the snow farm because we've used it so many times and it's blocking the way. We could relocate it, but we can always rebuild one in the future. Honestly, when creating this snow farm, I forgot that cobblestone generators were a thing, and we can just use that for infinite blocks. Now we can walk around the entirety of the mob area. I also added a barrel near the wheat, bamboo, sugarcane, and cocoa beans. This area still feels kind of tight, so let's maybe expand it. Let's start off by getting rid of the automatic furnace and moving it to be the other side of the infinite lava farm. This just stops the risk of it being exploded by creepers or anything else. Then decided to move the infinite water source and then move the wood chest over to here. Whilst doing that, I noticed we were running low on a lot of wood types, so decided to take the opportunity to harvest all of the trees. This is when I noticed that we didn't have many of some of the trees at all, so decided to take the opportunity to expand them. It's day 36 and I just realised we're well over a third of the way through this challenge, and it's about time we start to decorate the island, at least a little bit. Otherwise, we might risk it turning into a cobblestone wasteland. So I decided to plant these cherry trees as a little bit of a border in this direction for the island. They look pretty and make it look less abandoned. Mining leaves with a hoe is so much fun. Is it a waste of iron though? Yeah, probably. I mean, we do have limited, but come on. Who doesn't want to mine leaves super fast and satisfying? The durability really doesn't last very long though. I've already been through 2 and still haven't mined all of these trees. Now it's time to replant so we can do this all over again. Let's get some mushroom stew for the first time. And let's now move the crafting table to here and anvil to here. Hey, the first cherry tree's grown. We need obsidian, so this is either going to be the stupidest or smartest idea I've ever had. If we put lava there, then water over the top of it, will it turn into obsidian? It does. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do this quite a few times because I lost half my obsidian when the valuables chest exploded. But at least we know there is a way to get more now, an infinite supply. Whilst we wait for more lava, let's do a little bit more mining. A copper golem. Why is this in the ancient city level and not the copper age? All we need is 2 more pieces of obsidian. There's 1 and there's 2. So place 1, 2 obsidian there. A block either side. In this case, let's use slabs. Then 1, 2, 3. The same on the other side. A block again. 2 blocks beside it. And finally, 1 more block like so. Craft a flint and steel, like this. And let's see, will the nether portal light? And will it be a normal nether or something custom? So we'll click on this. And we'll go through and see what happens. Okay, we're on the other side of the portal. Let's exit. And it looks like it's just a completely normal nether. So I guess we have some amount of unlimited resources. I mean, only nether wood and stuff, but it's still pretty cool. If we need blaze rods, ender pearls, or anything like that, we can get it from in here. I'm not sure if you're meant to, though, so maybe we just pretend we never got this. I honestly kind of expected the nether to be disabled or be another custom 1 block or something. Ooh, lava. We can make obsidian in here. We're going to need it again for an enchantment table, as I used all of my supply up. We're starting to get a bunch of diamond armor from the block, so let's place down an armor stand and place it on it, as we already have diamond armor ourselves, and it can be a cool decoration. The bed feels like it's in such a weird place, but also I'm not really sure where to move it to. It's time to expand the sugarcane farm. I decided to build a second infinite water source. I then completely remade the sugarcane farm with the hopes to make it more efficient and expand it. In reality though, I made it more confusing and less efficient. I guess I've got to change this again. After trying a few different designs and giving up, I decided to settle on this pattern for the sugarcane farm. This is why you don't build it super late at night, but of course I did. I then wanted to build a soul sand area for Netherwart and Netherwart farm, but I couldn't find where I put my Netherwarts. This is what I get for keeping the chest super unorganized. So instead, I worked on a little tree farm and tree area. The idea is to have each of the kind of trees that we haven't got somewhere else. For example, acacia, mangrove, and pale oak. Now, unfortunately, I don't seem to have much dirt left, so I left these gaps empty for now. However, eventually we will fill them with dirt when we get more. I'd also like to build an area for each kind of flower in Minecraft, showing each flower and allowing it to be bone milled so we can get an infinite supply. But again, we need dirt for that first. But it would be a really cool decoration when we get enough. Anyway, let's go back to mining for a little bit. Oh, a chest. Okay, this chest has a lot of diamonds. Diamond boots, don't mind if I do. Oh, firework rockets. And a crossbow with quick charge and multi-shot. I might be dumb though. What does the name mean? Having water underneath each of the slabs, or the majority, wasn't a choice I made on purpose. However, because of the water level, we just ended up doing it. But it means when creepers explode, they barely blow up anything, which is really good. And the spare diamond armor set is complete. The Warden? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, how do I do that? How do I destroy this? Wait, if I let it be, will it eventually despawn? Let's hope. Get far enough away so it can't beam me. It looks so dark, but we can't sleep. This is so weird. We have a darkness effect, but above ground. Is it Sonic Boom really still reaching me all the way over here? Leave me alone. Hold up, let's go to the other side of the island and see if that works. Quickly! This is the furthest point away we have. I don't think it can reach me over here. So now we just wait for the effect to go. And then for the Warden to eventually die. At least I hope that's how it works. Usually, in normal Minecraft, after a while, if no one interacts with it, the Warden will, like, bury itself back underground. Especially if it's on the surface. And I think if it's in the Deep Dark too. The Deep Dark doesn't normally have enough loot for me to go and, like, loot the chests and gather it. However, I do keep accidentally activating Wardens in my survival world when mining in the Deep Dark. Whilst we wait, let's mine the pale oak tree. We didn't get enough saplings to replant the tree. I think the majority fell off the void. This Warden is still alive. It feels like it's been going for ages. Is this strategy not going to work? Do we need to think of something else? Wait, has it killed all my mobs as well? How am I going to destroy this? Like, I stand no chance just fighting it. What else can we try? What about going to the Nether for a bit? Would that make it despawn? I'm not wearing gold armor though, and there's ghasts. Even in here, it's deadly right now. Oh my god, it actually worked. That was such a smart play. We have some potions. Please don't spawn another Warden. Wait, the Skulk is spreading? A level complete. I'm so glad the Warden's defeated. Wait, what's this level? I can hear a silverfish. Is it like a stronghold or end or something? An enderman? Wait, there's a blaze as well? Wait, is that a shulker? I'm floating in the air. Can I attack it from up here? Where'd it go? I don't know if I defeated it. Silverfish are so small, but they also have like a really small hitbox, so really annoying to attack. Hey, enderpearl. Hey, shulker shells. Let's make some shulker boxes. Wait, hold up. I just realized if we only have one cow left, we can't get leather for an enchantment table. We have one mushroom and no sheep. I hate the Warden right now. I'm assuming we're going to be able to defeat the ender dragon because we keep getting blazes and enderpearls, but I've never done that without enchantments before. This could be challenging. Honestly, skeletons and silverfishes are a bad combo. When you try and focus on the small silverfishes, the skeletons shoot you. Ooh, arrows. Yay, bookshelves. I'm really hoping this doesn't just randomly spawn the ender dragon like it did Warden, because we stand no chance if it does. Stronghold level complete. Does this mean it's the end next? Hey, it's day 50. We're halfway through the challenge and we've just unlocked the final level. Now it's time to upgrade the island and prepare to fight the ender dragon. Assuming we can get there somehow. I just remembered we got books in the stronghold level, which means that we don't need leather from cows, so we should still be able to make an enchantment table. So we already have 8, which means we only need another 7. We'll make a few extra just in case. So where do we want to build this? Maybe here. Let's build a little area. So bookshelves along the back and here as well. Perfect. Then we just need 2 more blocks of obsidian. So let's make that real quick. We'll place the lava in here again, get the water, place it over, and then do this again after this as well to get 1 more. Wait, actually, it's only 4, right, that we need. Let me check that. If not, we'll make 1 more. Yep, perfect. Here's the enchantment table. We'll grab this and place it right here in the middle. Let's enchant a pickaxe to test if this works. So level 30 enchant shows efficiency 4. Let's click on this. We only got efficiency 4, so it's not the best enchantment, but at least we know it works. Let's also try with a sword. That's slightly better, but still not great. Let's keep a chest nearby with lapis inside. And I just crafted a grindstone, so let's place this here to be able to disenchant enchantments. I'm assuming this won't be the sword and pickaxe we take to the ender dragon fight, so I'm not going to disenchant and re-enchant them for now in order to save levels. We also probably don't need any more obsidian, so let's break this and enchant our axe. Okay, so what's this level? It's a lot of mobs. Is that just bad luck, or is this one just very difficult? Okay, we're getting a really weird selection of blocks. I can't tell if this is ancient city themed, end themed, overworld themed, cave themed. The game keeps giving us blaze rods and ender pearls though, so there must be a way to get to the end. Ooh, an armor villager. Okay, a creeper's already exploded it. This must just be like an infinite level or something, but there's surely got to be a way to get to the end. We're going to figure this out for the rest of this challenge, but don't worry, we have a lot of other cool plans too, such as decorating the island and hopefully making some cool farms. I wish we still had the skeleton spawner because that'd be an awesome way to make an XP farm, but unfortunately we lost it. We also have the supplies to fight the Wither right now, but I'm not sure where to fight it. Okay, so we can get chests still in this level, so I'm guessing that's how we'll eventually get the end portal frames. For now though, we have firework rockets. Oh no, Elder Guardian. Oh, I haven't got my pickaxe. Oh no, I have got my pickaxe in my hand, but I'm stupid. Wait, can we like go under and then like swim out? Let's go over here. Is this going to work? The problem is, which one of these water areas have land, like, not underneath it? Maybe over here? One of these have surely not got to have, like, blocks above. We just need to swim up for now. Okay, we got out. Let's now drink some milk. Perfect. Also, there's a shellcut. I've been hearing one for ages and I wasn't sure where it was. Oh, there's another one that's shot me. Wait, let's stay, like, here, because then if we fall down, it shouldn't be too far. Awesome. Wait, the Elder Guardian's still alive? Every time I drink milk, I just get the effect again. Okay, well, I guess there's only one way to deal with this. This is the problem with keeping water underneath the block. Oh, never mind. It's still above ground. Okay, now it's defeated. Let's drink milk, and then we should be able to get back to mining. Wait, the end portal spawned underneath? Wait, how long's this been here for? Okay, it's underwater right now, but it is here. Okay, the water's got kind of out of control, so let's not worry about it for now, as we're not going to the end right now anyway, but at least we know where it is. I'm kind of curious if we can activate the end portal whilst it's flooded underwater, or if we're going to have to drain it first. It shouldn't be that complicated to drain though. We'll just have to place blocks above all the water. The main reason we were mining was to be able to get end portal frames. Now we don't need them. Let's take a break for a second and see how many ender pearls and blaze rods we have. So we have 3 ender pearls, and in one of these chests we should have blaze rods because I remember getting them, but I'm not sure which one. Now we're going to need more ender pearls anyway. We have a few different methods we can use. It would be really cool to get them from the block themselves, so maybe we'll focus on that for a few days. But if we don't, I know a way better method that would allow us to get a ton of ender pearls super fast. Okay, we have 7 blaze rods. That should be enough, right? So just more ender pearls we need. I did some preparations for our secret method in case we need to use it to get ender pearls. More will be explained soon, but we are going to try and use the block as much as possible and see if we get lucky. I then decided to add a little bit of decoration to the cobblestone block because it was starting to annoy me how bad it looked. So I added some logs in the corners. I wanted to make it come out a block, but we didn't really have enough like of a walkway to be able to do this without moving everything around again. And then I put some smooth stone slabs along the top. I really want to add more flowers and stuff sticking out too, but again, we need to focus on functionality. But we have like loads of flowers and stuff in these chests and loads of decorations. Let's see if we can get ender pearls through mining. If we don't, I'll put my secret plan into action. Okay, so we're getting all sorts of mobs. So at the bare minimum, if no other way, we should be able to get endermen through this. Hopefully, at least. And blazes. Unless it's either something we can farm or keep as a pet, I think we want to get rid of any mobs in here, even if they're like ones that don't attack us. Honestly, you can't even imagine the amount of times I've just been having to mine random blocks until I find the one block. Baby zombies are so deadly. They're so fast. Hey, Enderman. I hit it, but it doesn't seem to be attacking me. Oh, here it is. Oh, it doesn't look like it dropped an ender pearl. Oh, wolf. Wait, let's get some bones. Stay in there. Okay, will this dog be tamed? Hey, it only took 1 bone. Yes, leave. I don't want you to accidentally get run over. Not run over. It's not a car game. I mean, like, attacked by mobs. Where did run over come from? Okay, it can stay there for now. Hopefully it's far enough away from the box. The further away, the better, because the main threat is the Warden, if that can even respawn. Hey, we have our first savanna and mangrove trees. We don't really need sugarcane anymore because we already have the enchantment table, but I guess we'll harvest it every couple of days in case we ever want to trade with a librarian villager. Now that we have more dirt from the infinite level, I kind of want to plant more cherry trees behind the existing ones and make the wall like double thick. This might not be enough space between the trees, but I'm sort of hoping I can like plant one here, and then some of them will be planted in the front row and some in the back. If we need to move it back a block though, we always can. But we're going to have to mine the existing cherry trees to get saplings for the new ones. Plus, we also get a bunch of cherry wood in the process, which we can use to decorate the island. It's a great colour, but also contrasts well with the cobblestone and oak planks, which we've literally built everything out of. Silk touch on axes kind of annoys me because you end up getting a bunch of leaves when you don't want them. But hopefully these will all grow. What would a cherry fence along the edge look like? Let's just go to there for now and see what it's like. Let's strip it. I was going to add fences, but even this looks pretty good. Maybe we need a fence that contrasts it more, but let's try cherry for now. You know what? This actually looks pretty good. Let's continue it round here. We might eventually build in this area so it's in line with that bit, but also I feel like it's good to have a bit of variety and some corners like right here. Okay, let's place the fences here. Honestly, I think this does so much to improve the island. This is like the only side so far though that I'm pretty sure is the edge. So if we do any more cherry fences, I think we'll have to wait until we know for sure where they need to be. Yay, look how cool the cherry trees look. Let's build a garden. We're going to do this out of cherry slabs just so it's a bit of a different block. So the idea is we'll have a 3x3 area for each plant. Well, flower. Then a cherry border around it, and we'll repeat the process. This will have to be a 2 area just because it's the only thing that'll fit. Okay, so our plan is to plant 1 flower in each of the sections. Our hope is that we can eventually get bone meal, and then if we bone meal the flowers, they'll spread to nearby grass. Right now, though, we haven't got grass, so we'll have to make do with what we have. Just a singular flowers. It's still a really good decoration, though. Wow, a charged creeper just blew up the roof. Now my pickaxe is broke. Honestly, none of the other creepers have made this much of a mess so far. But hopefully that's all the holes covered. On day 61, I mined a grass block with my silk touch axe to be able to pick it up so that I have grass. I'm going to place a grass block here and place dirt around it so we can get more grass blocks. The grass block will spread to the dirt, which allows us to turn dirt into an infinite amount of grass that we can then harvest with silk touch to pick it up and move it wherever we want it. We've got loads of different mobs, but no enderman in ages. At this rate, the ender dragon's going to spawn out of the block before we get ender pearls. After mining for a whole nother day and still finding no ender pearls, I decided it was time to use our secret methods. But first I added to the grass and checked on it. It's actually making pretty good progress already. And both these methods have to do with the Nether. In warped forests, a ton of endermen spawn. So all we need to do is attack one, and then run into a 2-block tall gap, and then we can attack it, but it won't be able to attack us. So let the enderman come to me, and eventually it will die. Now, we could just repeat that process a few times until we get ender pearls. However, we have a ton of gold, so another way you can do it is through bartering with piglins. So I've given the piglin some gold and trapped it in a hole so it barters for items. So for each bit of gold, it will give me a different item. And one of these items is ender pearls. Make sure you're wearing gold armor if you're going to do this for yourself. So as you can see, we've already got some ender pearls. Oh, we also got a dried ghast. I'm down to my last stack of gold with still only 3 ender pearls. After bartering for about a day and using 4 stacks of gold, we now have 7 ender pearls. So we still need 2 more. I feel like that's really unlucky to go through that much gold and not get enough. But anyway, at least we have some. We can now either just get more gold, use the enderman, or try get the last 2 through the block. Before heading home, I decided to mine some quartz, just any visible on the way and around me. We officially hit a stack of days. On day 64, I decided that I needed a bit of a break from the Nether and from harvesting ender pearls. I realised I never checked how many Eyes of Ender the portal has, so I decided to make this my first aim. It looks like none of the Eyes of Ender are in place as expected. I checked on the grass and noticed that mobs were starting to spawn on it, because this is the only grass currently in the world. I also tested my theory that whenever a creaking was spawned by the block, it set the day to night, basically giving me a free day of this 100-day challenge, or taking one away from me depending on how you look at it, as it gives me less days to prepare for the Ender Dragon fight. I decided to waterlog my dried ghast. This will allow it to hatch. It's day 66 and we're officially 2/3 of the way through the 100 days. I then decided to start mining for grass blocks, trying to catch them mid-air. I then placed them in the mob farm, though in the process accidentally killed the last remaining mob, the mushroom, so I guess it's not really much of a mob farm anymore. But hopefully mobs will eventually spawn in here. The plan is to eventually place them underneath the flowers and stuff too, but for now, I'm not going to because I want all the mobs to spawn in the mob farm once we destroy the rest of the grass. We already have some sheep in the sheep pen. I didn't even have to put these here. They just spawned in here. Let's make a second bed just because 2 beds are cooler than 1. And let's dye them pink. I then decided to spawn the wither on the island as a challenge. Okay, no, I'm only joking. I was just trying to see if anyone was still actually paying attention by this point in the video. I'm not that mad, don't worry. Not quite, anyway. I don't think I'm going to be spawning the wither anyway because I'm not sure where to do it. Normally I'd do it underground, but we don't have an underground. And doing it under the portal on Bedrock Edition doesn't work, like on Java Edition, I don't think, in the end. So let me know how to fight it, and if there's enough demand, maybe we'll do 200 days, and I'll give it a go. Anyway, my ghastling hatched. If only I had a snow farm and I didn't get rid of it so I could feed it snowballs to make it grow up. So let's rebuild it, at least temporarily. I decided to build it out of crimson stems so that it looked a little bit different, and then placed the golem, stripped the logs, and then harvested some snow. This snow farm's already had more use than the one we turned down earlier. I then feeded the snowballs to the ghastling, and it became a happy ghast. I then crafted a harness, put it on the happy ghast, and got on the happy ghast. and flew up to see the island. It's kind of crazy to see everything we've worked on so far from this high up. We need a proper area to get on and off the Happy Ghast. For now though, let's just get off it here. On day 70, I decided to build an automatic composter. I placed a chest in the floor, a hopper on top, composter on top of that, then another hopper, and finally another chest. So if you put anything compostable at the top, then it will come out in the bottom as bone meal. The entirety of day 71 was spent mining, trying to get ender pearls, dirt and gold. On day 72, I decided to build a watermelon farm. I placed dirt with slabs around the outside, then placed water down the middle. I crafted my melon seeds into melon slices, hoed the ground, and then placed the seeds down. I decided to go back to the Nether to try and get the last 2 ender pearls, and found a llama. It must be lonely in here. Go on, go back out the portal. Save yourself. It took a while, but after killing a few endermen, I got the ender pearls I needed. Let's use this shulker box to prepare everything we want to take to the ender dragon fight. Starting with the eyes of ender, totems, potions, golden apples, and of course this armor set and crossbow. I do have a trident, and I never really use them, but I'd like to. However, I can't find the loyalty book. I know for sure we definitely had one, but now I've been searching through my chests for like 10 or 15 minutes and haven't been able to find it. Every time I see the L in Luck of the Sea, I think that I found it, but then haven't. So for now, this is everything we're taking, but we still have time to add more. Let's make an ender chest. First of all, we need to gather the obsidian for it. Whilst we wait for more lava to turn into obsidian, I'm going to try and get some apples for the ender dragon fight, to be able to turn them into golden apples. Somehow, after mining all the oak trees, we still only had 5 golden apples, but it's better than nothing. As much as it's cool to have the bed in the middle and easy to get to everywhere, I think it would be good to have a dedicated bed area, so I'm going to work on that. Let's start off by moving the cobblestone generator. I'm going to pick up the lava and block in the water. Let's then extend the island out by a couple of blocks. Let's then go to the side right here and build a little platform out of polished blackstone bricks. I then built the cobblestone generator. I decided I wanted to have a different slab for every area of the island and decided to use blackstone for this one, but other areas have different slabs. For example, the cobblestone slabs are used for the base area, oak slabs for the trees, etc. Now that we've done the cobblestone generator, we can move the beds. But first, we're going to need some cherry wood. I then extended the cherry trees to go in line with the new edge of the border. I then extended the cherry fence, made some cherry slabs, and placed the beds inside. I then crafted the ender chest, totally didn't almost forget, and placed it beside the beds. Smelted clay into bricks and then crafted a flower pot and put it on the other side with a cherry sapling in the flower pot. I then decided it was time to start trying to drain the portal. I filled up all the nearby area with blocks. I then mined out all the blocks in the inside to reveal the portal. And it took some time, but eventually we did get all sides of the portal showing. This area here, designed for trees that we don't have many of, needs an upgrade. I started by expanding it a few blocks and then changed all of the oak slabs into pale oak, as this section is going to be the pale oak section. I swear pale oak trees never give enough saplings. Did we seriously only get 1 out of that whole tree? I mean, yeah, of course we did mine a couple of blocks of silk touch by mistake, but we can't reach grow the tree without having 4. Anyway, this is probably all we're going to use it for, so it's not the end of the world. I enchanted another sword as had it spare from one of the chests. I then enchanted diamond boots, hoping to get feather falling, but unfortunately didn't. I then enchanted the diamond chest plate and combined all the swords in an anvil. I built a very small netherwart farm, slept and then woke up on day 85. I grabbed everything out of the shulker, put my diamond armor on and grabbed the crossbow, went to the end portal and placed in all the eyes of Ender. After placing the final one, the portal lit and I went through automatically. I drank a night vision potion and built over to the main end island. I then mined my way up to the top. I picked one of the end towers and built myself up to the top, where I then shot the end crystal and tried to water bucket clutch to the ground, but used my first totem instead. I ate an enchanted golden apple, and now it's time to go again. So I picked another tower, got to the top, and destroyed the end crystal. This time I placed water to safely get to the bottom, and took it down. I repeated this process for the 3rd pillar, or at least tried to, but the ender dragon pushed me off. Luckily, I survived without having to use a totem. We're having bad luck with this one though, as fell off again, so I'm going to go on to a different one and then come back to it. I managed to get the 4th tower and shot at the 3rd one. Then hit the 5th one with my sword, the same for the 6th one, and the 7th one as well. I accidentally lost my water bucket, but every time I swam up to get it, the ender dragon kept shooting me off. Luckily, I have a spare. Going up the final end tower, I started to take a lot of damage, so decided to drink my regeneration potion. Wait, is there even still a crystal up there? Imagine if I get all the way to the top and there's not one. Okay, perfect. Here's the final end crystal, defeated. Okay, never mind, there's not. I saw more on the way down. I thought for some reason there was 8, but managed to get the 9th one as well, but accidentally did use a totem on the way down. We now have no more totems, so need to be extra careful. I think we finally got them all. Now it's just time to defeat the dragon. I mainly used my sword, but also did use my bow a little bit as well. Just in case, I decided to use my second and final enchanted golden apple. I made sure to take it slow as there is no rush in this fight, and just kept waiting for it to purge over and over again and tried to hit it as much as possible without getting attacked by the dragon's breath. The night vision ran out, but I managed to just defeat the ender dragon. I collected all the experience that the dragon dropped, then went through the portal back to the overworld. I enchanted the last 2 pieces of armor that I hadn't already, a helmet and leggings. I then grabbed my other shulker box and headed back to the end. I then started to look for the end gateway. I found it, so pillared up and threw an ender pearl through the end gateway, which teleported me to the other side. I then bridged across the void and jumped off, trying to make the end island. I mined some chorus fruit and then continued on the end city hunt. I feel like I've been walking and exploring the end for ages. It doesn't help how I keep accidentally looking Enderman in the eyes and having to try and defeat them. I searched for an Elytra for a couple of days and found no end city, so decided to head back out of the end. I'm not realistically going to use the Elytra anyway, so do I really need it? Probably not. I did temporarily go back into the end though to get the dragon egg. But yeah, this is a void world, so realistically, where are we even going to fly to? It would of course be a nice collectible, but not something that we need. But let's focus on the dragon egg for now. So I simply need to hit this, and it will teleport somewhere randomly nearby. Over here in this case. I'm going to break the blocks underneath. So break this block right here, place a torch, and then break this block, and it will drop on the ground. Normally, the Ender Dragon Egg just sits in an Ender chest, but in this case, let's build something with it. I'm going to build a wither shape, and then simply put the Ender Dragon Egg on top, like so. We could do some really complicated design, but at least this is it being displayed instead of just sitting in a chest, Ender chest, or somewhere where we abandon it. There's a lot of pathways around this world that should exist, but don't. A lot of it holes, a lot of areas that need fixing. So let's focus on that for now. Starting with this little walkway here from the birch area, it now leads to the cobblestone generator. I then want to make a massive grass area just because we can. You know, to flex that even though this is in the sky, we have a bunch of grass. The only issue is we don't have a lot of dirt, so I guess it's back to mining we go. I mean, it's a 1-block challenge. We've got to mine the 1 block for some reason. It would feel wrong not to for a little bit at least. Mining for dirt, we are mining for dirt, we are mining for dirt, yeah. I did also start freestyle rapping, but somehow that's even worse than the singing, if that's even possible, so don't worry, I'm going to save you from having to hear that. I'm surprised we've not sang already though by day 90. Luckily we haven't stumbled across another Warden, only the one, so hopefully they can't respawn, or we've just got kind of lucky. After mining for 2 entire days, I got a stack and a half of dirt. The plan was to make this grass area a lot larger, but we just don't have enough grass, so this will have to do. It's thundering. Let's just sleep through it. I once again mined all the cherry trees, and then continued the fence round the island. Maybe we leave it near the tree area, because I'm not sure whether the fences will stop trees from growing. Awesome, there we go. What do we do with this bit though, because I'm worried about lava burning. I mean, it shouldn't, but knowing my luck, it will. Maybe we just go to here and then just leave this bit with no, like, back, and then we'll start again from around here. Then I guess we leave the farm area without a fence as well, because it's all different heights and sizes. But at least the majority of the island now has these fences, and they're a great place to place torches on as well, and not just have to have them on the floor. I added some fancy lights around the bottom of the bed. I know we only just built this, but I really don't like this end statue, so let's move it. I think this is the reason that so many people just keep the Ender Dragon Egg in their Ender chest, myself included, because I don't know what to do with it, but also I do want it somewhere. How about we just put it here instead? And we'll put an item frame and an ender pearl here as well. That looks way better. And then we can make this into a museum with all different things that we want to put in here. Hey, we got a chicken. This is what I wanted. You'll see why in a second. If it doesn't disappear or fly out or leave. Day 96 was spent doing little decorations. For example, adding flowers like spore blossoms, building a table, and sorting through the chest to see if there was anything else worth placing. Wait, where did the spore blossom block go? Did it get burned by the lava? Oh, it looked so good as well. I decided to plant a crimson tree. On day 97, I planted some glowberries and flowering azaleas. With 2 days left to go, I think it would be a good idea to remember where this all started from. So I built out with dirt, then mined it behind me till I got just 1 block left, and placed down a sign to remember that it all started from 1 block. If I was smart, I'd write a motivational quote or something, but I'm not, so this sign will have to do. Wait, talking about being smart, how am I going to get back? I should have probably destroyed the path after writing the sign, but as you can see, there's the 1 block over there. I know it's meant to be grass, but my silk touch axe broke, so dirt will have to do, as we don't have time to grow grass all the way over there. So I'll let you into my plan. I was going to build a cake to be able to celebrate, but I suddenly realised I don't have any cows. So I decided to get rid of all of the animals with the hopes that a cow would randomly spawn. Okay, that was so lucky we got one. I made buckets and milked the cow, grabbed some sugarcane, slept, and crafted it into a cake, and placed it on the table. Before the sunset, I decided to walk around the entire island, admiring everything we got done in these 100 days. It's honestly really fun creating something from nothing, having started with just a singular grass block and built our way up to this beautiful island. There's so much more I would have loved to build and do, but unfortunately the 100 days just went by so fast. We have all the different tree areas, all the different farms, loads of water for if you fall off the edge like I just did, the cobblestone generator, and of course the 1 block that started it all. I found a horse, so decided to tame it and put a saddle and gold horse armor on it. I decided to get a view of the island from above, where I waited for the sun to set. If you want to see me survive 100 days and 200 days in Minecraft Bedrock on a normal world, check out the playlist on screen. But all that's left to do now is let off the fireworks, eat some cake, and sleep to get to day 100.